Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we got in FIFA Ultimate Team, as you very well may know, a Europa League Milinkovic-Savic card that a lot of people were doing. It looked like a lot of people were doing this SBC, and rightfully so. I mean, this card looks pretty dope. I mean, the card design is pretty sweet, and the stat boost is nice, as well as he has that potential to continue to get upgraded throughout the year as his team, Lazio, keep playing and keep improving and moving forward in the Europa League. So at the moment we have two of these cards in FIFA Ultimate Team. We have a Road to the Finals version of Milinkovic-Savic now, and Jonathan Tah. I've not finished the Tah yet. You need to win some games and get a weekly objective card to finish that off. But what I want to talk about today is the possibility that more of these cards are coming. We do know there are at least two more. I think there's just going to be four total per the EA website. They said there's going to be 4 Europa League cards, and I kind of want to talk about what kind of cards could be coming and how we could invest for them, because today Milinkovic-Savic and a lot of other Serie A players were required. So I want to talk through some of those possible requirements, because from what we saw today, there are some big time ways to make money. And actually, if you see here, if I can figure out how to work this transfer market, Milinkovic-Savic is still basically extinct because today, right when this SBC got released, he went extinct almost immediately. I bought 2 of them at 7K, sold for 16K, and then went off to buy some Skriniars and sold those for about 5K profit a card as well. So that was very nice. But what I want to talk about first is who are some possible guys that could come out, some possible players that could be coming out that we could see. Let's go over here. Honestly, before we go over to the webpage, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang just got Player of the Month, but we've been kind of teased with this Europa League card, and it says UEFA Europa League as the card type, and obviously that the Milinkovic-Savic that we looked at, it was a UEFA Europa League road to the final. So I don't think, the Aubameyang is kind of a teaser, so that's something to watch out for. But I do personally think that we're going to get an Arsenal player or a Chelsea player based on what teams are in the UEFA Europa League right at this moment. So as you see here, we have Bayer Leverkusen, their first place in Group A. That's Jonathan Tah's team. We got an SBC for him. You go down here, we want to look at big time teams, because the guys that they have been putting out so far in these promos, they've been very popular players, very OP and meta players in this game and in past FIFAs, and it's just kind of the cards that we want to see. So I'm trying to look at teams inside of this group to maybe find out who is OP and where we could find our next version of a Europa League road to the final card. And to me, there's 2 teams that really stick out, and that's Arsenal and obviously Chelsea. Chelsea down here in Group L, way ahead with 12 points. Arsenal on top of their group as well with 10 points. You do have some other teams in there, like maybe Sporting, Milan, Villarreal, possibly Marseille, maybe like a Payet. There are some other teams that are in there, but the way that they've been putting these cards out so far in these promotions just makes me think that we're going to get some type of Premier League player from Arsenal or from Chelsea in a Europa League as a Europa League road to the finals card. So here, what I have sorted on Footbin right now is the cheapest Premier League players rated 83 to 87, have it just sorted by price. It's a broad range, so we'll have to use a couple pages here, but I want to show you how cheap some of this stuff is, and it's honestly just fill in your club with some of these cards, because as we saw today, a lot of the Serie A cards kind of went booming. Serie A 85, Serie A 84s, some 86s, even 87s went up because there were 2 85 rated. There was an 84 rated squad and an 85 rated squad that were required for the SBC today. So let's say we do get an Arsenal player, or we do get a Chelsea player in the next couple days for another SBC. What do you want to invest in? And I think this is a great way to invest. It's just kind of buy one, throw it in your club, and you're ready to go. And then when the SBC comes out, you can quick look at the requirements and make some moves then. It all kind of depends on the rating of the player, first of all, and what team they're on, you know, what their nationality is. Because today we had requirements in the SBCs based on nationality, we had based it on team, and we also had it based on league. So we had Syria, Serbia, and Lazio, all those required at either in some way or form today in both of those SBCs inside of the Milinkovic-Savic SBC. So I look at a couple of Chelsea guys like this Jorginho right here. He's one of the cheapest 84s in the Premier League at 2.7k. He's a central midfielder, so he can fit in any squad that they may use for an SBC. I picked a couple up, threw them on my transfer list, sent one to the club. I think under 3k. A lot of these guys, even Jorginho, at under 3,000 coins, that's the cheapest that he has literally been the entire year. You look at his graph, 3,600 before these last couple days. He was down to 2,400, so he's been a little bit lower. But there was, you know, people probably used this card today in the SBCs, so he's up a tiny bit, but he's not up near as much as some of the other guys that would be if he was actually required like a Premier League player. So other guys that I like, David Luiz, you know, I like the Chelsea guys, I like the Arsenal guys. Pick up one or two of those because I think that's one of the most easiest to be required things. Let's say we get a road to the finals. Where's he at? Morata. Let's see, we get a striker Morata card, road to the finals. It might be 85 rated striker, and you're going to need some Spanish players, you're going to need some Chelsea players, and you're going to need some Premier League players. So just stock up on some of these Premier League 84s. They're all very cheap. Even though Aubameyang's SBC is out, these guys are just so cheap from the pack supply that has been put onto the market these past couple days with this new promotion. And then this man right here, Allison, looks so cheap to me. This is the cheapest he has been all year as well. Went down to 10k, he's been chilling there for most of the time, and then he's actually a little bit under 8k right now. So that's very cheap for an 85 rated goalkeeper. You can easily throw in goal for an SBC, along with Vincent Kompany. He's pretty cheap as well. He's a favorite to invest in for player of the months. But if you need an 85 rated squad and you need Premier League players, this is your guy. So take a look at these cards, you know, get a couple 84s, get a couple 85s, get a couple 86s. We got 86 rated. We got Ederson here at 16k. We got Otamendi also at 16k. And then we do have, Fernandinho and Mesut Ozil are kind of down there as well. But the 86s, don't go too in depth with those. We only need 86 rated cards if the actual player that they choose is higher rated. So some possibilities that they could choose as we head back here to Ultimate Team. I want to take a look at a few of these guys. Let's say they choose Morata. I think that's a very, very probable choice. If we get a Morata card, I mean, he's a striker. So far, both players, Tah is a center back and Milinkovic-Savic is a center mid. So if we do get another attacking option, I feel like the Premier League would be the place to go for, inside of the Europa League. The teams that they have to choose from. Morata, you know, if he gets let's give him an inform boost, you know, 84 pace, 82, 83 shooting, mid-70s passing, mid-70s physical, and lower 80s dribble. That's a pretty nice card, and he's got a 4-star weak foot, high work rates, and he already has good attack positioning and finishing. He's got decent heading, actually pretty good heading accuracy. The agility and balance could need a boost, but I mean, if you get this card a couple informs, which is basically what this road to the finals would be, if Chelsea keep performing well, this card could be fantastic. And it's an 83 rated card. It's not something too huge, and he doesn't have informs already. So both the cards that have come, Tah and Milinkovic-Savic, don't have informs. So that's kind of one of the requirements that I could see EA looking at and kind of deciding like, okay, hey, who do we want to put in here? I don't think they would put in a guy like Hazard. I don't think they would even put a guy in like Willian. Because Willian already has the 86 rated inform, so that means they would have to make this Champions League version probably an 86 or above, maybe an 87. So I think that might be a little bit too much. We'll see though. If Willian does get that kind of card, that would be pretty mental as well. So, and then a couple Arsenal guys we could look at. Lacazette, he has an inform, but he could get one. Guys like Mkhitaryan as well. I don't even know how to spell his name. There it is. Guys like Mkhitaryan. If Mkhitaryan got one, that would be a pretty sick card. You know, it would be an 85 or an 86 rated inform, depending on how much boost they give him. He'd have like 80 shooting, 80 passing. There'd be a lot of 80s on that card. People would like to see that. But the moral of the story is, get out there, pick up a few of these cheap not UCL cards, excuse me. Pick up a few of these cheap gold cards, and you probably will need UCL cards, as that was a requirement for for Milinkovic-Savic today. So those cards went up a lot in the hype, and you probably will need a decently high rated one if they do release an SBC similar to the Milinkovic-Savic one. So make sure you have some UCL common or rare cards in your club. If you need to go buy some, definitely try to do that beforehand. I have a couple. I have like a Juan Mata, I think. So if we need a lot of those cards, I might have to go buy a couple more. But still, I mean, if you prepare ahead of time, there's really no risk in this right now, because 85s under 10K are a buy almost at any time. We have icon SBCs that people could be doing right now because the gold cards are low, and we have the possibility of more icon SBCs, you know, coming out in the next couple of days. So I think getting a few of these guys is honestly just a no-brainer. Again, you don't need to go crazy with it. It's nothing that you need to go buy like 15 or 20 of these Ederson cards or 15 to 20 of one card. I don't think that's really the move. I think it's just keep it simple, buy one, stick in your club, make sure you're prepared for the SBC. When the SBC comes out, if you are available, hop on console, hop on the mobile or companion app, and you know, just get on and snipe some players once you see the requirements, see the packs, and see who the reward is. So that's kind of all I have to say about that, but it could be a great way to fill up your club, to get ready to, you know, invest and prepare for another UEFA Europa League Road to the Finals card. So far, this promotion has been top notch. A lot of great content with the cards that have come out, and you know, the SBCs that they put out too. I mean, they've been fairly affordable. That Milinkovic-Savic SBC, as I said earlier, phenomenal value for that card. I mean, you're getting a card that after a couple upgrades is definitely a 300,000 coin card, and you're getting it right now. I'm gonna buy this Lampard. I knew that was gonna get relisted, and it did. Let's go. That's a nice deal. Try to flip that tonight for a little bit of profit. Anyways, side note, but just be ready. Just be ready for these SBCs that are coming. Stock up on some of the gold cards because they are cheap, especially Premier League. You could definitely see those rise up into the hype, and it'll make the SBC cheaper. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe. Turn notifications on as well, so you get notified when videos do go live. And let me know down in the comments below if you see any of these Arsenal or Chelsea players, or maybe some other team, maybe a La Liga team, maybe Marseille, you know, Villarreal, or maybe even like a team like Sporting. If you could see any of those players getting a Road to the Finals card, let me know down below in the description. I'd love to chat with you guys and see what you guys are thinking about that. It's been Nate, the FUT Accountant. Catch you guys in a new video soon. Peace out.